Hey, YouTube. Hey, happy holidays. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and I guess whatever else you're celebrating this time of year.
Hoi hoi, mateys. Yeah, Santa's come early again, and the Silver Age dudes, we were naughty or nice. We've been very nice. We got some more unwrapping to do.
Great.
Yeah. So, we got some unboxing to do, and then we've got some really great books to show you. So, tonight we've got a special treat. Jose has finally bought his first hot toy.
I'm no longer a hot toy virgin. I broke my cherry, man.
Finally got one.
Yeah.
Congratulations. And oh my God, is it a nice one? So we're gonna do this one too, but I'm just gonna put this one over here, and we're gonna do this first. Now, again, I guess we're all aware of the Hot Toys Movie Masterpieces collection. These are super expensive. On eBay, they can range anywhere between, I think I've seen them anywhere between, well, this particular one I just priced before, between $250 and $500, and you get the shipping on top of that. But as we're all aware, Hot Toys are the most spectacular figures that money can buy, and also the most expensive. And
super accurate.
Wow, is that nice? And you can see how beautiful the artwork is on the actual box there. It's done really, really nicely. Fantastic likeness of the actress's. Oh my God, I can't believe I've forgotten the actress's name.
Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett. I'm getting old. And you get the nice clamshell packaging here. And let's try and get this out here. Again, it's packaged in real tight, so it's not easy to get out, so you got to be careful. Help there. Wow, yeah, look at that. And you can see how beautiful the detail is in the face, the belt buckle, the eyes. I mean, it is really spectacular. And she comes with a whole bunch of different accessories. You get the different hands for the different poses.
Couple of guns, cell phone.
Gun, cell phone. Now we're not going to take it out right now, because the thing is, until Jose finds a proper place to display it, and taking it out is quite the chore. And we want a place. He wants a place to set it up, right? So some prefer behind glass, because you seriously do not want to damage this or get it dirty.
Dust are its enemies, man. So
these are far too expensive. But she's got fantastic articulation. If we were to take it out, you'd be able to see. You can pose her in all kinds of different ways. The mechanics of the arm allow her to pose and move in different directions with the gun. So, I mean, this really is an absolutely spectacular figure. And again, between $200 and $400 a piece. They're quite the it's quite the investment, but an investment that will definitely increase in value. And again, they are the creme de la creme of figures. So if you're into this kind of collectible thing, you cannot buy anything better. This is just simply spectacular, Jose. Congratulations on your first hot toy.
Yay! Hoi hoi.
Okay, so we're going to put this away because we've got one more to show you. And oh my God, is it special? So we're going to just put this away. I want to force it, putting it back in the box, but I'm jealous, Jose. Very jealous. Me too. Now I can't even say anymore that I'm the only one with a hot toy, although I've got 3 still. But you do have one, so hats off to you. Now this is another beautiful piece, and you know what this is. We all know what this is. This is the Margot Robbie Harley Quinn statue from the latest movie. And they came out with an action figure for each and every single one of the characters from the film. Most of these, they're all readily available. I really like the Katana as well, but the Margot Robbie is definitely the hardest one to get. You can't find these for love or money. They're completely sold out. So me and Jose, we both bought one, but we actually ordered it in. So as soon as we knew the statues were coming out pre-production, actually, we had asked Sandy from Retro Rare to grab us one each. And
we're certainly glad we did.
that's for sure.
It's a little bit tight.
Tight opening up here. Again, you don't want to damage the box, so you want to take your time. Oh yeah. And like I said, I mean, every comic store you go to, they're sold out completely. So you can get the Joker, you can get all the other guys, no problem. Try and find the Margot Robbie one. You got to go to eBay now. And what we pay? 130, 140 for this?
Well, U.S. converted
Yeah.
to Canadian, it was something a little over 200, I think, you know, something
Yeah,
like that,
yeah.
2 1/4, something
Yeah.
like that.
Now on eBay, you'll see them. I think the cheapest one around 250, and I saw one. You know, one guy, one dreamer out there thinking he's going to get 500 bucks. Wow, look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
When they become scarce in a few years, you will get 500
Yeah,
bucks.
yeah. So,
The detail on this figure is amazing.
that's a base. Got the Suicide logo. Marvel Man, you know, made in China. DC Comics. I guess the S16. I guess that stands for 1/6 scale, or 1/6. Sorry, 1/6 scale. So.
Yeah.
And there's the. There she is. There.
Yeah, she's big.
There's a nice packaging. Nice thing about this is it's super detailed, but it requires no assembly. So
You just have to slide
you just
her
have
in.
to slide her onto the case and onto the stand. One peg. Be careful. And in she goes. And
Actually wearing fishnets. Those are not painted on. Those are actual fishnet stockings.
fishnet stockings.
Very cool.
The jacket is looks like it's molded in their place. And again, the thing you'll notice about this, the likeness to the actress Margot Robbie is absolutely astounding, spectacular, and so very, very stoked, very excited about having this statue, as I'm sure you are too.
Boy, yeah, I second that.
Not only is it one of the nicest pieces in my collection now, it's also a very highly sought after piece. So if you're into the Suicide Squad, I know some people may not think the movie was all that good, but the statues are absolutely spectacular, and this is an investment that will definitely continue to increase in value over the years. So if you got a chance to grab one, I definitely recommend you do so.
Yeah, but she was the best thing in that movie, and there's lots of talk about actually doing a standalone Harley Quinn movie.
Yeah,
That'll
yeah.
happen, so you know that'll
Yeah,
only
absolutely.
help.
Yeah, and as I said before, I'm thinking about seriously about getting the katana. Lately, I've been on a katana kick, and the katana statue is every bit as beautiful and every bit as detailed as this one.
I just prefer this one. The katana pose is a little different for my taste, but it's a
Yeah.
nice statue.
But it's a beautiful statue, so I'll do some soul searching on Boxing Day. Actually, by the time we upload this video, it'll probably be after Boxing Day, but it is Christmas, so what the hell, why not treat myself? Anyways, we got a great episode for you tonight. We're going to show you some really nice books, and yeah, so let's not waste any more time. Let's get over there, and let's get started.
Boy.
And one final look at the Harley Quinn statue in all its glory. Nice.
Beautiful.
DC Collectibles. This was actually designed by an artist named James Marsano. And again, one of the nicer statues in my collection. Actually, we were discussing this earlier. Do you like this one better, or do you like the
The Rojo it's actually I could not decide one.
the
way or
Harley
the
Quinn
other.
Rojo? Yeah.
Yeah, it's the antithesis of this. In other words,
Yeah.
that means it's exact polar opposite.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful pose. She's posed on his ball, and it's got an almost Art Deco kind of very simple,
Yeah.
streamlined, and the face on that statue is beautiful. So
Yeah.
they're tied for number one in my heart.
Yeah. And they really are beautiful pieces, Art Deco pieces, and I can't wait to get a nice glass cabinet to display her in. And until such a time as I do, I think I'm just going to keep her in her box. And yeah, eventually I'll put it out. So yeah, so excited about owning this. Very, very happy. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Okay, so tonight we're starting with Jose, and we're starting with yet another modern book, but a very rare modern book. Jose, nice, very nice.
Yeah, for my first segment here, I gotta give a big Silver Age dude shout out to my good friend Steve. We hooked up. He was doing some Christmas shopping at, of all places, Retro Rare, and he surprised me by getting this for my 50th birthday present. So I mean, Regardless of whatever this book is worth, whether it's 1 penny or $1 million, it'll always be priceless in that sense. So it's my 50th birthday Christmas book.
Yeah.
I'll always remember from 2016. So thanks a lot, Steve. Happy holidays to you and all yours. So you were kind of a little bit kind of like, wow, he loved that modern book. But now, if you followed recent market trends for covers, now you might have noticed an increase in price of Catwoman Volume 2, Issue 51. Not this one. This is issue 74. In the past few months. Now, that one it's an iconic cover by fanboy fave Adam Hughes. That one was released on January 25th, 2006, with a print run of 22,673 copies. Adam Hughes, of course, is a top artist, and people will always be looking for his work. The print run isn't that high either. Plus, we have a gorgeous Catwoman cover. So, female plus Hughes plus Catwoman, 3 words will obviously help you sell a modern book. Now, another asset in that book that can make that book desirable for people is that the number on the board that Miss Selena Kyle is holding. If you ever watch the TV series Lost, you'll be able to see that these are the exact numbers that were used on that show. What that means is that puts Catwoman issue 51 not on the comic book collector's watch list only, it also for any diehard comic book collector of fan of Lost show.
Yeah.
Now that book is closing in on $100 US. It's a pretty impressive, since you could have probably picked it up for $50 or less in the last few months. Now let's get to the book that I got from Steve. Thanks a lot, Steve. This is Catwoman 74. This was released December 19, 2007. It only had a print run of 18,612 copies. That's over 4,000 less than the 51.
Yeah.
It's again another great cover by Adam Hughes depicting a female Catwoman character. Yeah, but you could say, but there are many other Catwoman covers done by Hughes. He did, after all, do the cover run from issues 44 to 83 for the second series. But if you look at the similarities between those two issues, we have a Catwoman cover with her torso up and only, wearing the same sexy latex-styled catsuit on both covers, but this one with her glasses and cowl. The face is drawn beautifully. Personally, it reminds me of a young Audrey Hepburn circa Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and whether you like it or not, the cleavage factor helps a lot, I guess.
Yeah.
I would even say that this cover is a better rendition of Catwoman than 51. Why? Because the cover is actually of her reflection in a mirror that she is taking down that hides a safe. Catwoman breaking into a safe to get at some valuables. It doesn't get any more fitting. Show the cover art of issue 51 minus the Catwoman title to a random person on the street and ask them who they see. You'll be surprised about how many people will not know. Lastly, the colors on this cover are amazing. Yeah, this book is slowly starting to increase in value and reaching the $50 US mark a few months back. You could have had it for no less than 10 or 15. So
Yeah.
don't worry, unlike 51, this one you have some chance of finding in a bin in a store or at a con, so good luck. I really think that this comic has legs, as people are now starting to look for more affordable option to the Catwoman 51.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if the gap between those two books will eventually start to get smaller. Now, if you see them and the price is right, snap them up. Catwoman is a really strong character in the DC universe, and she's not going anywhere. Also, there are not a lot of recoveries that people are looking for right now in the market, so your options are somewhat limited, but you never know. Last thing to say, if you're more conscious as far as the price point, if you want more bargain books in the same Hughes run, be on the lookout for issues 46 and 70 as well. These respectively have print runs of 26,451 and 20,517 issues. Nothing too crazy, but the real point is that 46 is an all black cover and 70 is an all red cover. So try finding those in high grades.
Yeah.
Happy Christmas, and I love this cover, Steve. Thanks very much.
Fantastic book. And how's the artwork on the inside? Is it good?
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah, it's a great book.
Yeah, I'm on the lookout for this Adam Hughes cover as well. Hopefully I will be able to pick it up at a con, maybe even on Boxing Day. I guess we'll find out,
Boxing Day,
Yeah, because me and Mike are gonna try and grab a couple books when Jose's working.
Oh, thanks a lot, guys.
And next up, we got a beautiful book that Mike is showing tonight. Wow, Adventure Comics number 377, and a nice copy of that, Mike.
Yeah, I like doing a little research before I go. Room. What can I say?
Is that an engine going vroom, vroom, vroom?
Absolutely. When you see things move off of guide for whatever reason, Adventure Comics, I mean, it's Neil Adams and Kurt Swan covers. They're all beautiful. I'm going to show you two tonight. And the thing about these is when you go to the bigger dealers, they can't keep track of everything. These things are actually moving up in value, and they still have them priced cheaply.
Yeah.
And here's an example. I paid, in US dollars, $7.50 for that, which is basically a 10-spot Canadian.
Wow.
Okay. Worth, at a 7.0, that's a 7.0 easy. The other one's a lower grade, but still very nice. That's worth $44.
Wow,
Wow.
you say room. Man,
Yeah.
there was room
you
on
go.
that book.
That's
There
for
you
sure.
go. I mean, I'm just going to keep it short and sweet and show you a couple nice books, and that's that.
That's an amazing book, Mike, and it's in really nice condition.
And they're a great read. There's always 2 stories in each one.
Yeah.
And, I mean, you've got the, Silver Age goodness there.
And common sense dictates. I mean, nowadays a new book is going to cost you $3.99. After you hit the American exchange rate, you're paying $5 Canadian. You paid $10 for this book, and how old is it now?
Oh, God, this is from 69,
Yeah, wow.
It's a late 12th century Silver Age, and there's for Superman collectors. It's just that there's almost like a hierarchy. You get you get the guys who are Top Gun to go for the action comics.
Mm-hmm.
Next year up, you got your plain old Superman, and then you got some World's Finest action,
Yeah.
and then you got some adventure comic stuff.
Yeah.
But
So,
Adventure Comics, I mean, they cover a couple of really good series. You've
Yeah.
got Supergirl, which is
Yeah.
got the TV show, and then you've also got the League of what do you call it? The
Justice League of America?
No, the League Legion of Superheroes.
Legion of Superheroes. Okay,
Right, which
yeah.
might actually get featured as well in a movie.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah, so
Cool.
Fantastic book, Mike. Thanks for bringing it in. And next up, we got Jose with an extra special 50th issue. Nice book, Jose.
Yes, an extra special book that they'll have threads of the 3 books I'll show. This is one of the 3 books that has tough white covers, so that's the first aspect of it. And this is the first of 3 books that have female first appearances also.
Ooh, so it's a key.
Yes,
and it's
all 3
number
are key.
appropriate, 50 for a 50-year-old.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't escape me. I bought this
yeah.
for myself, 50th birthday present from where else? Retro Rare from Sandy.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Sandy. Merry Christmas from one of your wall books. I
Yeah.
asked to take a good look at this one. So in the Antiques Roadshow, we had like these things with that good, better, and then best.
Yeah.
I'll start with this one. This is a good book, okay?
Yeah.
It's a good book to have. It's the first appearance of Namorita from June of 1972. It's in my favorite 70s picture paint cover. Now, if you look at the condition of the quality of the white on it, it's not very good. So grade-wise, I would say, a 5 maybe. Very good fine, fine minus.
You're talking about the bit of yellowing that's going on.
Exactly. It doesn't have any damage. It's just the condition's gone off on the color. I mean,
Yeah.
the progressively, the next one will be better, and then the last one will be even the best. So
Yeah.
So the Namorita is Namor's niece, and she's definitely a more recognizable character for later comic book fans during the 1980s. In the Golden Age, Namora was not related to Namor by blood. However, they retconned her to later be, obviously. Now, Namorita is the daughter of Namora, and Namora was retconned to be the first cousin of Namor. Now, I'm a little confused, but in reality, Namorita isn't really the daughter of Namora. She is a clone of Namora, in which she gave birth to. Now, this is funky, it's weird, and it's actually, I think, if I'm getting it right, a bit gross. Anyways, Submariner number 50 is the first appearance of Namorita, and the character does become a member of the New Warriors. Now, most of you may know the New Warriors are at the heart of the Civil War storyline. Great pickup, $20 Canadian. I mean, it's not the highest grade book, but it's got a very appealing cover. I love the lobster man he's fighting off. One of them's got even this kind of claw-like parrot squid beak. It's a great cover.
For
it's
$20, you can't go wrong.
$20, I couldn't go wrong, so that's my first book.
Fantastic book. Thanks for bringing it in, Jose.
Hoi hoi, man.
And Big Mikey up next again with another beautiful adventure comics book. Mike, fantastic book.
First Superman, now Supergirl.
Yeah, Supergirl. I mean, you could buy the new series, which is basically the TV show. Why read a book of the TV show?
Just watch
Go
the
back.
show.
Yeah, just watch the show. Go back and buy some of these old ones, man. Now, this one's not as good a grade. It's about a 6. Again, $10 Canadian, $7.50 US, worth about $22.50. August '69. So this is a transition book because you see that the price change are at 15
Yeah,
cents.
69 they changed from the
Just
old
starting
12 to 15 cents.
15
Yeah.
cents.
So it looks like the dealer is having a fire sale on Adventure Comics today, eh?
No, actually, you can go anywhere. Almost every dealer has a whole bunch of these mispriced.
You would
Yeah.
say that they
now.
don't get the respect in that sense through the
Yeah, for
you know,
some reason.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to disappear. in my own
Adventure
personal
World's Finest,
opinion.
they're lower down on most collectors' want lists.
Little news flash on World's Finest. There's
Yeah.
a new book coming out that ties in some of the old World's Finest that I have.
Mm-hmm.
That all makes sense. So like the ones from the 70s, from like one, I can't remember the numbers. One whatever ones. There's a small run of those
Yeah.
that tie into this new book that is coming out in the new year. Really interesting. I can dig that out.
Interesting marketing
Yeah.
play to try to get people to collect the
Yeah,
old
try
stuff to
get
connect
old
with the new
to
stuff.
Connect with the new stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Cool.
So
Nice
we're
pickup.
going to start seeing some of that happening. It's going to happen.
Cool. Fantastic book, Mike. Thanks for bringing it in. Oh, by the way, where did you buy it? Do you know?
These two were probably from Hagenland,
Hagenland?
at the comic book show.
Comic book show. Cool, cool. And we're back to Jose. You'll notice I'm not going to actually show any books tonight. I mean, I have lots of books to show, but Mike and Jose brought such beautiful books. I mean, I'm just going to leave it to them tonight. And Jose's kicking it up a notch with a Conan number 58, a nice 25-cent cover. Fantastic, Jose. Nice book.
Another Bronze Age book. Actually, the first one was a gift. This one's also a gift from Sandy. He gave it as a birthday present to me. And
A little bit louder there,
I
Jose.
could not be happier. Yeah. Thanks a lot, Sandy. This is Conan the Barbarian issue 58. Of course, it would not be a book in my segment if it was not a key book. This is the first full appearance of Belit chronologically in the Conan mythos. She did appear in a flashback cameo in Giant Size Conan number 1. This book features cover pencils by Big John Buscema, inks by John Romita Sr., and it's got a script by Roy Thomas. Now, for people out there who don't know her, Belit is a character that appears in the fictional universe created by Robert E. Howard for Conan the Barbarian. She's a pirate queen who has a romantic relationship with Conan. She appears in Howard's Conan novelette, Queen of the Black Coast, that first published in Weird Tales magazine from May 1934. Now, she was selected as the 4th greatest pirate by Wired Magazine's Geek Dad blog, if that means anything to you.
Now, where did you get information like that?
Yeah. Well, anyway, as a native of Hyboria nation of Shem, Belit is Shemite. That means her name may have been taken from their god Bel, which is the god of thieves in their native land. Now, apparently, apart from jewelry, she wears only sandals and a red silk girdle. Despite her race and her lack of clothing, in the tropical sun, her skin is described as ivory white. Now, she's also a wildly fierce yet strikingly attractive femme fatale. Now, as a pirate, she ranges across the coast of Kush and as far north as Zingara in the world of Hyboria from Robert E. Howard aboard her ship, the Tigress. Now, she calls herself the Queen of the Black Coast, and her crew of black corsairs appear to regard her with awe. She and Conan fall in love at first sight. Belit, however, is strongly avariciously greedy, which is described by Howard as a racial trait. Now, the Semite show finds a bright drunkenness in all things of rich material. Now, that often led to tragedy. She's often regarded as Conan's first and greatest love, but her trait of greediness leads to her death. She's killed by an ancient winged ape-like creature. She's hanged from the yardarm of her own ship by a ruby necklace that she stole from a city of the old ones.
Oh, man, you're giving spoilers again.
Yeah, now,
I'm going to
temporarily...
hang you from the yardarm if you keep giving spoilers.
Yeah.
She temporarily returns from death, and as she has vowed to protect her lover from the same creatures to attack later in the story. Now, the character, if you remember, of Valeria, featured in the 1982 movie Conan the Barbarian,
I was going to mention that.
borrowed some aspects of Howard's Belit, such as vowing to return from the dead to save Conan. Now, she appeared as a major supporting character in Marvel's ongoing Conan the Barbarian title from issues 58, the first one here, to 100. Now, unlike Robert E. Howard's original story, she was written by Roy Thomas as a major character in Conan's young life. For her Marvel comic book appearance, she was given a costume that basically, I guess, essentially was a female version of what Conan wore.
Yeah.
A fur loincloth, along with a matching fur sling bikini top. And rather than ivory white skin, she has tan skin to better reflect her seafaring lifestyle, you know. Actually, Dark Horse has acquired the rights and has adapted their own version of the same story in their Conan series, and are interesting and got good art and good stories to go with that. Now, in that one, she was kind of shown wearing a skimpy metal bikini tops, very similar to Red Sonja's, along with silk girdles and a brown cloak and tunic and pants for colder climates. It's a great cover. This is good. The first one was good. This is better, and I'm saving my best till last. Another white Bronze Age. This one, if you'll notice, the page quality of the cover is better. This one, I would say, is about a mid-grade or a VF, maybe a VF plus, but I would settle in at about a VF grade. It's a $10 book. It's a gift from Sandy that I always treasure.
Can't go wrong, and it is a minor key. Well, yeah, it's so. And Conan's one of those books. It doesn't really get the respect it deserves, but there's a lot of beautiful Conan books out there. The artwork is fantastic, and this is a key. Definitely worth picking up for your collection. Thanks for bringing it in, Jose. Fantastic. Okay, so Big Mike going back to the well on the Batmans here with a very nice 40-cent cover of Batman, issue 313. Nice book, Mike. Very nice.
Thank you.
Before you say anything, you know what? Looking at this cover, you know, riffing on that the 66 with the him Two-Face sitting on the cover.
On the couch, yeah.
Yeah, think how this cover riffs on that cover, eh,
It's
Paul?
very similar to the that classic Batman I showed last week.
Yeah. That's the first. You know, sometimes you get a first impression and something like that flashes in your mind. I think I got an idea why you picked it up, because it's a great cover on its own. But you know what? Artists are always borrowing from each other, and it's nice seeing a book like that reflected in a more modern book. Anyway, what made you buy this book, Oog?
Well, it's Jose Luis Garcia Lopez who did the artwork. This is in and around the number range that I buy, so why not? The interesting thing about this is that it's a Whitman variant. In the old days, variants only, I mean, it says Whitman, and in the, you know, the top left corner it says Whitman as well. That would be about as much variant as you got in the old days.
But being a numbers guy, does that mean anything that translates to as far as price-wise?
It depends on the book. I mean, if you looked at a Whitman Green Lantern number 87, could be hundreds of dollars of difference, really.
Oh, so you're saying it's title specific as far as what that difference could be?
Exactly, yes.
Okay.
So for this, I mean, you know, I paid $7.50 US for it. It's worth about $12. So you know, it's just your regular run book, which I was glad to have. You know.
Holy Christmas come early. So you're telling me these first books you feature, you've all got around $10?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Absolutely, yeah.
Standard cover Batman, even with just a standard run 40-cent. They're like the standard Spider-Mans now. They're running $10 to $20 a cover.
Yeah, try to find that. You know, it'd be $15 Canadian.
So and for a 40-cent one, you're the grade guy. So it kind of looks like it's a higher grade.
VF. It's very nice.
So at least an 8.85 maybe, yeah.
Now, and talking about variants, obviously you see all kinds of different variants. I just want to quickly say the way you can tell a regular cover from a variant cover is simply looking at the UPC. If it ends in a 1-1, that is the regular cover. A 2-1, 3-1, those are all different.
Those are all the variants, yeah.
Okay, so it's the second last digit on the UPC code that you look at, and if it's anything other than a 1, it's a variant.
That's a variant.
Okay, gotcha. Good news.
Great book, Mike. Thanks for bringing it in. Okay, and just before we do our last book of the evening, I just want to do a quick thing here on Carrie Fisher. As I'm sure everybody will be aware by the time I posted this, a few hours ago, while on a flight from London to Los Angeles, Carrie Fisher suffered a major heart attack and has been rushed to hospital. So, you know, Carrie Fisher is a wonderful lady. I've had the opportunity to meet her on more than one occasion, and just can't say enough about her. Hoping very much and praying that she's going to make a quick recovery, and because I don't think the Star Wars franchise can do without her. Just a very, very tragic evening tonight, finding out that Carrie is in such a bad way. So I just thought I'd show this. My very first fan expo I ever attended was in 2006. Yeah, only 10 years ago. And this was the very first autograph I ever got the very first one for my collection, and it was such an honor meeting her. And yeah, I'm just hoping and praying everything's going to be okay for Carrie. So hang in there, Carrie. And for the final book of the evening, of course, you got Jose rocking the keys. And there's no reason why tonight shouldn't be like any other. He's going to show us a really humdinger. Fantastic Four, number 129. Wow, Jose. And a nice copy at that.
Ho, ho, ho. Yeah, this segment ends by good, better, here comes best. Best. Bronze Age Best Goodness from December 1972. Of course, this is the first appearance of Thundra.
Wow, Thundra.
It's got some minor inhuman appearance. These guys called Favius, Flighter Mouse, Pinion, and Dominor, little peepsqueaks, you know. Thundra is the main attraction in this issue. Now, she's a powerful red-headed Amazon-like warrior, or Femizon, from a matriarchal, technologically advanced future timeline where men have been subjugated by women. Now, she's a character that is often tangled with the Fantastic Four, so it's no surprise that her first appearance is in this titled series. Now, in the future 23rd century society she hails from, planet Earth is now known as Femizonia.
Femizonia.
Yeah. And the former United States is now titled United Sisterhood Republic. Yeah. Now, Thundra is from the megalopolis of Greater Milago, which is a merging sprawl of Milwaukee and Chicago. Milago. Now, that's located in the United Sisterhood's Midwestern Republic. Now, she's renowned as the United Sisterhood's most formidable warrior, having been physically enhanced by genetic engineering and trained from childhood in combat, the martial arts, and military strategy. In this issue, she is sent back to the 20th century to challenge the Thing to a bout of one-on-one combat, believing him to be the strongest male of all time. By beating the Thing in combat, she feels she can prove once and for all that women were superior to the male gender and finally end a stagnant war between Femizonia and the warlike, male-dominated planet of Macus, where the female population has been subjugated by its ruler, Machismo. Anyway, she is also recruited into this evil group of supervillains known as the Frightful Four by the Wizard, and she battles the Fantastic Four. Now, she secretly had her own agenda anyway and had no real interest in the group. She battled the Thing in personal combat and then wound up ultimately switching sides and helping the Fantastic Four defeat the Frightful Four after you quit that group. Now, Thundra would often be a foe and an ally to the Fantastic Four in her comic career. It's, of course, Thundra's first appearance, and that makes it worth noting for collectability. A tough white window pane cover from the early Bronze Age. Condition-wise, actually, Sandy spoke out. I think he probably got this as part of a collection that he's basically brokering. In other words, basically getting commissions. In other words, so I paid $70. I mean, it's a good price. It's a little over $50. And he said it should be around a 9 grade-wise, which I tend to agree. My first impression was 8.5, but if he's saying 9 with a possibility of 9.2, not for that price, no money paid.
Well, it's a pretty major key. So
it's every man's ultimate nightmare. The first appearance of Thundra, and it is a great cover. We also feature Medusa on the cover. I also like her. Great cover. It's got the plus on the grade. It's got the plus on the eye appeal of the cover. So this makes it the winner of the good, better, best contest.
And you also have a plus on the fact that they've stopped making Fantastic Four books.
Oh yeah, the whole squabble between the companies, the studios.
So you have the characters
That's
still
a shame.
alive in other series, but you don't have Fantastic Four books coming out right now. So that kind of makes the entire run of Fantastic Four collectible, and one of my favorite runs.
So she thinks the Thing is the most powerful male in the universe. More powerful than the Incredible Hulk? Because I don't know, man.
In the 23rd century, in that world, what do they know?
They don't know, man.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all hype. It's all hype.
Yeah.
She-Hulk and
And she's there front and center. She's got her iron chain around one
if you
arm,
had Wonder
and
Woman to
Medusa's
cross
got it
over,
on the
what would
other.
happen there?
How about the Thor? Thor is pretty powerful, too. He's no slouch.
And what about Gamora? Gamora would.
Wow,
kick
Gamora-
her
Oh,
ass.
you know what this whole
Okay,
conversation
okay.
is reminding me of?
Okay.
Stand by me, man. They're trying to fight if Superman would beat Mighty Mouse, and then one guy's saying, "But yeah, Superman's
my
a real
dad's
guy."
stronger than your dad.
Okay, and on that note,
On that note, I think we're going to call it a night. And,
yeah.
wow.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
It's a
Happy New Year.
fantastic book. Yeah, like Mike said, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Again, guys, you didn't disappoint. Next time I'll have some books. I do have some books. I mean, it's not like I don't have any. I just chose not to show
I don't
them.
believe you. I haven't seen any in so long. I don't believe you anymore.
What are you talking about? I picked up a Buck Rogers gold key today. A really nice one from Sandy. Oh, yesterday when you guys weren't around.
I haven't
oh
seen it.
damn your bones! You
Yeah.
went secret shopping on us.
Without you guys.
Damn you!
Eh?
And I picked up the new Grimoire series, issue 1, which I'll probably show at some point as well.
Oh yeah, I was thinking about that.
But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. And if you liked what you saw, leave a comment because we love reading them. And we will see you in the new year because that's when we'll be.
This show will be
Wrap
kissing
for
2016.
Yeah.
So we'll see you in 2017.
See you in 2017.
Hoi hoi and happy collecting.
Special guest Mike. Yes, yes.